Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, great Biafrans all over the world. I welcome you to this morning broadcast in Biafra land, according to the Biafra Times. Morning broadcast. Very, very important. There was a broadcast I made months ago. After this broadcast, I am going to bring that broadcast back to your screen. The reason why, I know so many people sent me the invasion of EFCC to Okorocha's house. I didn't want to talk about it because I hadn't seen a reason why I should talk about it. But I think now is the right time that I talk about it because I have seen a very, very vital reason why I should talk about it. Because now, if you understand what is going on in Nigeria, you will know that Nigeria is indeed a zoo. It is indeed a zoological republic where they practice nepotism, where they practice favoritism, where if you are not a Fulani or you are not from the north, you will be investigated. Everything will be done against you. But when it comes to the Igbo people, when it comes to the Biafrans, everything is done differently. Everything is done differently. Because the reason why I must address this, because this is exactly what this so-called DSS might do when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is released. That is the reason why it is very, very important I address this. Because these are criminal syndicates that we find in our security, apparatus. And at the end of the day, these criminal syndicates that they are recruiting into the security, security department and their apparatus, you will understand that they will never understand the meaning of justice system. They will never understand the meaning of judiciary. All they do is to make sure that they do what they want. They just do what they want anytime they want it. They can invade your house, damage everything, even kill somebody in your house without no question being asked, without being held accountable. We know that all these politicians, they have sold their soul for the devil. They have, they are compromised in different ways. But if you are treating the people in the north, the Fulanis in the north, the way you are treating Biafrans all over the place, I don't think there will be even agitation. But now you are continuing to show us that we don't belong in the society. We don't belong in Nigeria. Yet, allow us to go. Now you want us to fight in order for us to go, right? That is very, very important thing, because the reason why is that I will talk about it is that at the end of the day, it might become the same faith that might meet you. One thing we know, all you politicians, I am not actually doing this for the benefit of Rochas or Kolocha, because he is part of the criminal syndicate in Nigeria. But why do you treat the criminals differently? Why do you treat compromised people differently? Based on you treat them based on their ethnicity, you treat them based on where they come from. Why? Now before we go there, let us actually reiterate on the video of what happened at Rochas or Korocha's house. Let us talk about it. Let us bring it back to your screen. I am actually going to share it from a page. Let us bring it back to the screen. So that we will remind the world exactly what happened. Did you hear the gunshot? Are you hearing the gunshot that is all over the place within his vicinity? Now, for you to understand, this man has children. His children, his family are inside the house. Why is EFCC firing gunshot? Why is EFCC trying to break up every place just to get inside? When last did they do such thing in the north? When last did they do such thing around in the north? But the northern region, they go ahead sharing money hand to hand amongst themselves. This money is it's a money that is meant for security to fight Boko Haram. One party or one people will just gather it amongst themselves, sharing 3 million, 5 million in a bag. They carry money back home. But once it concerns things from the eastern region, they will come and they will traumatize everybody in that place. They will destroy everything in that place to make sure that they tell you this is a clear indication that you don't belong. And at the end of the day, the reason why I am actually talking about it, it is because if it is not Rochas or Korocha, it could be Mazen Nnamdi Kanu tomorrow. Because now those people who came to his house does not have such warrant. They do not have arrest warrant. They flouted court order. They flouted court order because that's what they do all the time. They make sure that they flout court order, shooting as if they are going to arrest one criminal syndicate that they are all armed to their teeth. Like, you must shoot because on a self-defense. Why are they shooting? Why are they shooting to arrest a politician who they might maybe looted money? Because he might have looted money, I don't know. They are all, corrupt. But why do you need to start firing bullets, shooting? What if mistakenly your bullet kills somebody? The only thing they will say is EFCC mistakenly killed somebody, and that is the end of it. The gutter media you have in the zoo will just say they mistakenly killed somebody, and that will be the end of it. AK-47 coming to arrest somebody in his family house, traumatizing everybody, even destroying the house because they are also jealous of the beautiful house. Because when their people loot their money, they use it to sponsor terrorism. When these politicians in the East loot their money, they use it to build good houses for themselves. That is how it is. Now, I am going to go ahead and play this video to the end. Then we will bring you the message that we have for you. Listen.
The SEC is here with some gunmen without book.
Yes, EFCC is there, we know, but you, when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was preaching that zoo is not for you people keep serving the zoo. He told you people, serve the zoo and return back in shame. Serve the zoo and return back in shame. You wouldn't remember that you will be making a video panicking today that the EFCC is here. You wouldn't remember. The same people that you people are running to all the time, rejecting your people, rejecting the people who are, who will, as or you can one. When a dead body is smelly, you will find out that a friend that is better than a brother will run away. That is how it is. Serve the zoo and return back in shame. This is part of your shame. Because how long shall they kill our prophet while we stand aside and look? That is the prophecy. You people allow Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the extraordinary rendition him. You people did not even come to rally protest in the parliament. Why is it mad? Why will it be Mazen Nnamdi Kanu instead of arresting the people who are sponsoring terrorism in Nigeria? You never did that. You people never did it. he told you, serve the zoo and return back in shame. That is one part of your shame that you are doing. Because the people that you are running after with presidency 2023, they will never love you the way your people will love you. That's the most important thing that you must understand. They will never love you. All of you keep making the same mistake. Keep making the same mistake all the time. That's exactly what all of you keep doing. Making the same mistake. Now you are panicking. EFCC is in the house with some government. But when the military, the same thing they did to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, flouting his bail condition to kill him. None of you spoke about it. They killed 28 able-bodied men. None of you spoke about it. None of you talked about it because you feel in that is because he's speaking the truth. When you speak the truth, they say just like they did to Fela. Fela is from the south. Once you start speaking the truth, you are dead, or you are arrested, or your house is burned down, or you will be killed in that zoological country called Nigeria. Hold no apology to any idiot. Let us continue.
All my leftovers, and the middle of eating now. I just want to, I don't want to know, this is my last appearance. I don't want to put my hair in my hand. I'm going to put my shoes. And so,
damaging the properties because it belongs to somebody from the south.
Is anybody out there that can call for help? Please let them call for help. The FCC is currently trying to break in.
Everyone there is traumatized.
Warrant of arrest. The lawyers had asked them for warrant of arrest. They don't have, so they're trying to break.
They don't have a warrant of arrest, and it is not as if he is lying about it. They do not have a warrant of arrest. You do not have right, be you police or anything. You don't have right to invade somebody's house without court order or warrant. You don't, not in anywhere around the world. You cannot come into somebody's house because you are just the police and you start breaking the roof, coming through the ceilings. No, it does not happen. That is criminal. That is violation of, and that is actually trespassing. He can actually pull out AK-47, shoot to the first person that will land from that ceiling. No case to answer because they are criminals. But of course, Nigeria does not have justice system. Nigeria does not have justice system. And if I was him, and as a governor emeritus, I will actually, have my AK-47 ready for the first person that will jump down from that ceiling. Shoot him dead. Then we will go to court. Then at the end of the day, we will now know, what happened. Because once they are dead, they will learn their lesson. You cannot come into somebody's house through the ceiling. No search warrant, no warrant of arrest. You just broke in where the family are staying. Children are there traumatized. You finish shoot like outside, firing bullets all over the place, and you broke the ceiling to jump in because you are Nigeria police or you are Nigeria EFCC, placed there by Attorney General Malami. Because that's what gives them the impetus to do whatever they want at any time they want it. in Biafra land. And at the end of the day, they will go scot-free. Let us continue to watch this video before I will come to it.
If you're there, please call for help.
Jesus.
The whole family is on the floor. The whole family.
Traumatized. Not just on the floor, traumatized. You cannot traumatize my family like that. One of you must go down. I don't play like that. I do not play like that. As long as I am in possession of something, one of you must go. The first person that will break my roof will go down. It doesn't work like that. Just because you are given a uniform as a police, you will come into my family, shoot and shoot. You break into my ceiling, come into the house, traumatize the children. At the end of the day, you go free. No one will charge you to court. Even if they charge you to court, at the end of the day, you will go scot-free. And you call that place a country. It is not a country. It is not a country. Things doesn't work that way. In case if you don't know, this is what they will continue to do to you. They will continue to do to you because they don't want you to be. They do not want you to be, think like a free person. They want you they want to reduce you to less than nobody. Because they are Fulani, you are Igbo. They want to reduce you to less than nobody. That is the reason why they will not allow you to possess a firearm legally. That is the reason. So that the only people that will possess firearm legally will be the criminal in the police, criminals in the army, criminals in the EFCC, criminals in the DSS, so that they can invade you at any time, even kill you when they want. No problem. Because case closed. Once a dead man, case closed. That is how it is in the zoological republic called Nigeria. That is part of the reason why we call it zoo, because everything there is all about, they are actually, zoo is better. Jungle. At least zoo, every animal is in their cage. Jungle. That's what it is.
No.
Did you just see? Unfortunately, I don't have where it.
I have no warrant.
The ceiling was broken. I didn't get the video of where the ceiling was broken. But at the end of the day, what you saw here, you will even see, of course, you have seen it. No need of even bringing it to you because you have seen it all. What happened there? I did not run to come and talk about this because I want to, have some more things to talk about with it. This is what you will continue to receive in Nigeria as long as you are one Nigerianist. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu say, anybody who is championing one Nigeria one time, you will die. Because one Nigeria is dead zone. The reason why we are actually talking about you, Rochas, we are actually talking on your behalf. It is not because you are a good man, because you are part of the reason why many of us are running away from the country, because there is no job, nothing. It is because they cannot do this to their people in the north. It is because they cannot do this to their people. They can only do it to you. The EFCC chief is from the north. The attorney general, I don't know if the EFCC chief is the son, which I am going to make exposition on it. I'm going to place back the exposition on it when we are done here. Everything is from the north, so that they will intimidate the east or the south as a whole. Attorney General and EFCC, they have a relationship. Why? Why would EFCC not flout the court order when Attorney General and EFCC are siblings? EFCC chief, they are siblings. Why would they not flout the court order? At the end of the day, Attorney General will override every mistake they have made. No problem. And all of you are sitting there in the name of Eastern politicians. You know what you think? If I name maybe. You people believe it is people like me, common people like me, that will always be affected all the time. When Nigeria happened to you, you will understand Nigeria is a zoo. Just like some of you now are asking if Nigeria is indeed a zoo. Let us bring it to your screen.
Jumping bill. Right in my hand here, this is a court order. The High Court from Port Harcourt.
Okay.
Stopping the EFCC from harassing Rocha Sokorocha.
Okay.
Or even invading his house.
Okay.
This same EFCC you are talking about refuses to obey this order. In fact,
they refuse to obey court order, and you are telling me there is an active justice system in that zoo called Nigeria? Is there any active justice system in Nigeria? Is there any? No, there is none. That is the reason why when BBC is going about reporting their fake news, is it how they are done in UK, where BBC come from? Because they will go about reporting rubbish just to intimidate a common man who is already intimidated by the system. BBC will go and help the tyrant government. They will help the terrorist government. They will help the government of oppression to make sure that they sell their market for them. They will help them to intimidate the common man on the ground. That's what they do all the time. BBC. Are you listening? I don't know if you will hear it, that EFCC flouted the court order. There is no court order. There is no court order or warrant to arrest, to go to invade Rocha's or Korocha's house. He is one of the problem. But at the end of the day, a truth must be spoken. Why does it look like some people in Nigeria, their life is they are more special than others? And those people who are not special, we know we are not special according to you people in the north. We are not special. Allow us to go where we will find ourselves to be special. No, you people cannot. Why? Why? Now, let us continue.
The court slammed them with 500 million naira that they have not paid.
Okay.
And they did not even go to court to...
Did you hear that? The court slammed the EFCC 500 million naira, which is violation of human rights, probably. They have not paid it. Why would they pay it? The same court that will be overruled or override by Attorney General, because the EFCC chief and Attorney General are siblings. Why would they pay it? They cannot. Favoritism, nepotism. It is what has brought this zoo country to the lowest term. Banana Republic. That's what you have there. Treating human beings like animals. When let me tell you the honest truth. You see Boko Haram. Boko Haram is now the replica of what every other person have passed through in Nigeria. You see these criminals in Biafra land. These criminals that will kill somebody and cut their head, they are the replica of what people have passed through in Nigeria. So if Nigeria is to be killed, those people who cut people's neck, if those people that cut people's neck is to be killed today, The Nigeria need to be killed first, because they are the ones producing these people. They are the ones creating these people. If you kill those people, Nigeria will create another one. Because Nigeria is evil. It is danger zone. When Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said it, all of you politicians, you people join hand. This one bring money, this one bring flight, this one bring Okwano, this one bring Ijuku. All of them now, where is the fate of all of you? And this same fate is awaiting all of you, including Devil Mai. You think your own is over? Your own is not over. You think Fulani will give you presidency? Including Wike that is jumping up and down after killing people in Obibo. Your own is not over. Fulani will not give you presidency in 2023. They wouldn't. Because you people, you are lame. You are lame. You shout for one Nigeria so that it will be the power in the north, power on one side, one Nigeria every day. You say, we have no other country to call our own. We have no other place to go. Instead of demanding your right, you are beating around the bush. Do you think that these people, this tyrant, government, do you think they pay attention to people who beat around the bush? They don't pay attention to people who beat around the bush. They pay attention to people who demand their rights. Just like we started sabotaging them, they gave them a land that is belonging to Imo State, which is going to relinquish it. Because he knows. That is, if you want to get anything, start protesting. In the parliament, start protesting. If they say Nigeria is for you, no matter how much you have collected from the Fulani, no matter how they have done you a favor or not to arrest you for corruption, if they want to start arresting, they must start by from Erofa. All of them, they must be arrested by the EFCC. All of them. So for the fact that you have, you believe that you have looted money in the eastern region because they are leaving you for now, they're not leaving you forever. So it is better that if we know that you people are criminal. So when they expose you that you're criminal, we know already. There is nothing that will, anywhere will not break up. Anywhere will still remain where it is. We know you are criminal. Start advocating for your freedom. Start advocating for your right. Because you people are lame. If it is one Nigeria, why are you allowing these people to intimidate you? Let us continue.
It's okay. Can you quash this order? The same EFCC who refused to obey this order, you can see it. I'm handing over to you people to see. And I'll put it on my Facebook page today for everybody to see. The same EFCC who refuses to obey this order is telling Nigerians that they want that the Rocha Sokorocha, his jumping bail. Which bail? The day he declared for his presidential ambition, the same day, few hours after, they slammed charges on him. They didn't serve him. We all hear from, in fact, we all hear from social media. They know his house. They know his office in the Senate. They can access him at any time. They never told him anything. It came as a shock to everybody. Now, few days ago, he had a meeting at his residence with other Southeastern presidential aspirants. Now, 2 days after, he's meant to go for screening. Yesterday, APC presidential screening. The same EFCC came to his house. For God's sake, are we Zoo Republic? The same EFCC.
Are we Zoo Republic? Only now you are remembering. Let's hear it again.
The same EFCC came to his house on that same day just to make sure that he does not attend the screening.
So he didn't drop administrative?
No, not at all.
Okay.
The same EFCC made sure that he did not attend the screening. But they will tell you presidency in 2023. Dave Omar, he wanted to fight for his rights. They now tell him he never won a Abakaliki election. They told him he never won the election. They reminded him. Now to just place him in a place where he cannot have freedom of speech or expression. You cannot even say anything you see because it will be used against you. They always have a leverage against you. They will always have a leverage. That is how they play their own politics. Now, let us actually listen to this for you to find out whether who is this EFCC chief. Because if you know the atrocities of EFCC in Igbo land, if you know the atrocities of EFCC in the south, EFCC are those who will claim they are looking for these Yahoo boys. When they see any young man driving a nice car, they will arrest that young man. Once they take that young man, your car is gone. If that car happens to be in your name, because they have checked themselves. They have never made any provision for you as an individual to have even a vehicle. You know, for you to have a job that will give you money to buy a vehicle, they didn't make that provision. So they don't believe that you as a young youth will actually do a good work to actually obtain that car. They don't believe it. So that is the reason why they will see you with a nice car as a young person. They will now take you in. Once they take you in, they will tell you your car is gone. It's either you know, the next thing they will do, they will tell you that you are a Yahoo person, that you are a Yahoo boy. They will take your car, tell you before you release yourself, you will pay maybe 1 million naira. Maybe it depends on the value of the car that they have confiscated from you. You will pay 1 million naira or 500,000 naira, you know. Then at the end of it, after bailing yourself out because you committed no crime, nothing is seen to be held against you. You committed no crime, you have to pay 1 million for bail so that you will be free. Now they will not give you 2 million. If your car is 1 million, they will tell you to pay 900,000 to release your car. And while at that, you will end up leaving your car because you know you bought it 1 million. Now for you to pay 900,000 to release your car. There is no justice system. There is no judiciary in Nigeria. That is how they do. That's what they do. Even police in Nigeria, they have learned this. Police in Nigeria, they have learned this. My Mercedes at home, my younger brother was using it. Do you know what happened? They arrested him, asking him stupid questions, took him in. They did not even allow him to make a phone call. But they heard it because, of course, the particulars of the vehicle, when I was put through to a call, of course, I showed the particulars of the vehicle. And still, everything they saw that my younger brother was not the owner of the vehicle. He still have to pay 200,000 to release the vehicle. After paying 200 to release himself for driving on the road, for driving, he has a license to drive. He has everything to drive. After paying 200,000 to release himself, after the confirmation that this car does not belong to him, he has to pay 200 again to release the car. Is that not evil? Is that not evil? This is what you get in Nigeria as long as you're from the southern region of Nigeria. Now, let me bring to you, let us actually find out what is the relationship between these two. This to the EFCC chief and Attorney General. Nepotism, something that is, you know, is not supposed to happen. It doesn't happen anywhere in the world because it is favoritism, it is nepotism, or if it is in Latin, they call it nepotissimo. Now, let us hear from this exposition, which I did months ago. Let us continue. We will continue from there. Maybe we are coming back online very soon, very, very soon we will come back online to continue with this exposition, because we can never get tired until the enemy allow us and give us our freedom. We do not owe anybody apology for our freedom. Our freedom is rest assured. Because the reason why I brought this issue of this guy, the EFCC flouting court order, because you might find out that when they release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, when the court release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, they will flout to the order. The DSS will flout to the order and will not allow him to go. That is how it is. Just like you are seeing it, that is how what they do. There is no justice system. That is the bottom line. There is no justice system in Nigeria. There is no justice system, or the judiciary, you may call it, in Nigeria. None. Let us continue. You should remember that we are live, we are direct. It is actually 8 minutes on top of the hour. If you are in Biafra land, it is 8 minutes past 10 in Biafra land. So we are live and we are direct. Now we are going to go back to this exposition, because this exposition will no longer, we are still on the background listening to this exposition, because I did this exposition when I found out that there is a relationship between EFCC chief and Attorney General Malami. Why would you people allow such thing happening in a country where all of you say that you own one Nigeria, one Nigeria? Let us listen to it. Opinion towards it, because of what is going on in Nigeria, the nepotism and every other thing that is going on in Nigeria, we are going to be addressing today. And we are going to be addressing in general every challenges that we are facing in that neo-colonial encroach called Nigeria. But before then, I want you to pay very good attention to the lamentation of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu through the legal team. The lament. First of all, before we proceed with that video, when you look at this, you will understand that these two people are family members. And it happens that they come from the same place. No matter how much they will try to deny it, they come from the same place. That is it. And you will believe that this boy, or this boy in the EFCC will now want to obey the court order, when maybe his father, I don't know if it's his father that is the Attorney General, or his brother, or his cousin, whoever, but I know there is a relationship between two of them, will now, not give him a room to flout to the court order. But anyway, let us continue. Let us proceed. In any insubordination or anything that is contrary to the law, we are still law abiding. They are crying. So let me touch on this lamentation that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu made through Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor. First of all, I'm going to read out those lamentations before we talk about it, because so many of you, their primary obligation is that they just want to, without, proper, in fact, I can say it in a simple word. They kidnapped Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, they renditioned him off the book from Kenya. That Kenya said they do not know about it. Being that now, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is a ghost in the DSS dungeon, according to Kenyan government. So now they are going around trying to make us to look as bad as them. themselves because of their engagement with corruption, engagement with the illegal things going to someone's countries, violating international law, that is exactly, they actually want us to, take part in their evil activities. That is number one reason of the infiltration of autopilot in IPOB, EDU, and all this rubbish. That is the reason why when they come to the media, they will be inciting violence, create some few hoodlums, which is given to them by some politicians to be causing mayhem in Biafra land. That is exactly what the reason why these things are happening. Let me read it before we go there, because I have a video to back this thing up. Let's read. Update on our return visit to our indefatigable leader, Onyendumazi Nnamdi Kanu, at the headquarters of the Department of Security Service, DSS in bracket Abuja, on the 21st day of March 2022. Today we visited Onyendu, who is in the custody of the Department of Security Service, Abuja. Our interaction with him was quite fruitful and ended in a positive note. Our discussion centered on two main things, namely the frivolous criminal proceedings pending against him at the Federal High Court Abuja and the criminal destruction of the country home of Professor George Obiozo. Now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu talked about the attack on George Obiozo's residence. Let us hear from him. Let us listen more. Based on that, Onyendu remains firm and resolute in his conviction that his present experience is part of the sacrifice he is bound to make for the actualization of his dream for the emancipation of Umu Chineke. He reaffirmed the confidence he reposes in the legal team defending him at the Federal High Court, Abuja, ably led by Chief Mike Ozoko-Mesan, and praised that the ruling that will be delivered on the 8th of April 2022 on the notice of preliminary objection would end in his favor. Of course, it will end in his favor. That is the reason why you see the enemy is sharpened, their tools in order to make sure they will find something else to give a reason. When we tell you guys that we need to be more diplomatic in everything that we do, you people don't understand it, because you people want people who give you, fake hope on the social media. Want people who will be telling you, now go and kill the military, go and do this, go and do that. That's what you people want, because you people are very, very, you don't understand. You people are, immature in the quest for, freedom of 21st century. I want you to understand that the freedom we are fighting for is not like that freedom that South Africa fought for. It is not like that freedom that other African nations fought for. We are fighting a freedom to emancipate ourselves from mental slavery, number one, to break away from the power of neo-colonialism. It is quite different from the freedom that South Africa fought for. They fought, for democracy. They fought against apartheid regime. Now we are fighting against apartheid regime. We are fighting, to have our own nation, which Chukwuokikabiyama gave to us before the white man come from Europe and put us, together with some bigots.
And now there is no way we are able to understand or work together with each other. That is exactly what is happening. And in this type of freedom fighting, we need to be more diplomatic, because what places us where we are is principle. And we can only use a stronger principle to counter their principle. In a situation like this, I understand the reason why Mazen Nnamdi Kanu always asks us to remain a law-abiding citizen. But some people, they are acting otherwise because they are paid agents in order to make IPOB to look as bad as Nigeria. That is not the principle that will counter the principle of, what places us where we are. So now, let us continue with the reading. Onyendu also took some time to express his anger and grave disapproval of the heinous act of destruction of the country home of the elder statesman and President General of Igbo Socio-Cultural Group, Ohaneze Ndigbo, Professor George Obiozo. He describes the said destruction as cowardly and barbaric and condemns it in very strong terms. He further described it as uncharitable, nothing that the said elder statesman has been in the vanguard of behind the scene. I don't think you get it. Nothing that the said elder statesman has done, has been in the vanguard of behind the scene endeavors. Something like he is doing some work behind the scene. Discussion and negotiation, all aimed at the exploring and the implementing the option of a political solution as a parallel way of ending the prevailing state of affairs. He declares that the perpetrators of the heinous act shall not be forgiven, and went ahead to direct that all persons who were in any way involved in committing the dastardly act be fished out forthwith. He reminds Chineke to be internally conscious of several atrocities committed on our land by strangers whose primary objective is to destroy and plunder our land, and then turn around to falsely accuse our people. Are you paying attention? I hope you are paying attention. Which is the activities of Ansari Dokubo as well. I don't know if you are picking up something here. If you remember the activities of Ansari Dokubo and his hoodlums, also, they are part of this pain. They are part of this lamentation. He further notes that Professor Obiozo has been a commendable ally since his incarceration in June 2021. And made the point that he is not an enemy of Chineke, that being so, the elder statesmen should be protected and encouraged for speaking up against the several multifaceted ills meted out both to him and to Chineke as a whole. He further notes that the elder statesman has been instrumental in the regular presence which members of Ohaneze Ndigbo has shown in all court appearances of Onyendu. This socio-cultural group has steadfastly and consistently made legal representation in the criminal proceedings pending against Onyendu at the Federal High Court, Abuja. Onyendu remains, appreciative and internally grateful to that body for this commendable gesture. Further, Onyendu points out that it was at the instance of Professor George Obiozo, that a delegation of Igbo elders led by a former governor of Anambra State, His Excellency Dr. Chukwu Emeka Ezife, consistently showed visible presence in all his appearances in court and has gone ahead on several occasions to attempt to pay him visits at the DSS headquarters, which attempts were frustrated by the personnels of DSS, only the ones that our elder statesmen should be protected at all times, and that monsters desecrating Igbo land should be fished out, whatever they are, and severally punished in order to serve as deterrent to their ills. Now, Onyendu further declares that IPOB remain peaceful, non-violent, self-determination group which completely, detest and abhor any form of violence. He therefore urges Umochineke to continue to be law-abiding and remain focused on the objective of the group. He urges the followers to shun violence and remain peaceful in their agitation for a permanent liberation of Umochineke from the shackle of bondage and the stranglehold of underdevelopment that have held them from attaining their fullest potentials as special creatures of Chukwu Igabiam. Onyendu remains grateful to millions of these teeming fans and supporters for their steadfastness and unwavering resolve to achieve their objectives. He urges millions of Umochineke to come out and contribute efforts in clearing the debris in the burnt country homes of George Obiozo. Anytime he indicates interest in commencing work, Onyendu further calls on people of good conscience and well-to-do Umochineke to assist elder statesmen rebuild his country home whenever he expresses the desire to do so. Finally, Onyendu urges Umochineke throughout the world to pray, fervently and ceaselessly. The only person who knows what next, even as the joint date for his next only man who knows what next draws near. Thank you, Umochineke, and remain blessed. Signed, Sir Ifeanyi Ejiofor, ESQ. So that is how the message came to us by Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And the reason why I decided to read this message and read all of them is because you can understand when we tell you that we need to be more diplomatic in a situation like this. We must be more diplomatic than being more, emotional or trying to, speak things because you think you can speak them on social media. That is exactly what is going on. In this situation, we are not going to allow ourselves or bring ourselves so low, the same way that the Nigerian government brought themselves so low in order to go and register Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Because this case is now eating them up. This case is now trying to swallow them. They are drowning, trying to hold on something. That's exactly what they are doing. Because they never see what they are experiencing today coming. They never saw it coming. They believe it is just go there, we do it without Kenya government. No, we will take care of everything. We will bribe the people who need to be bribed. But they don't know that IPOB is more formidable, more diplomatic. IPOB is more intelligent than anything put together in that neo-colonial malfunction called Nigeria. Because the reason why I tell you this is because they believe that once they capture Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the voice is down. Once they capture Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, no one will be able to speak for him. Or everybody will say, hey, they captured him, now we are scared. No, it does not work like that. It does not work like that. We are going to be fighting until police arrives. That's the orientation. We keep fighting until police arrives. We keep debunking the atrocities of the evildoers in these nations of Africa until police arrive, until we get what we want in a simple terms. Because at the end of the day, emancipation of the people must happen. Because what goes up must surely come down at some point in life. So now they want us to be like them. They want us to behave like them. They want us to be, to be low life like them. That's why the reason why infiltration come to IPOB. And if you understand the preaching of this infiltration, if you understand, they tell you they don't want to hear these things, this message that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu sent. They don't want to hear it because they are not following. What they want to hear is kill Tibo Zobo so that you will indict yourself. You will be, remember that in these things that is going on, the reason why the Nigerian government is trying all their possible best to present us to be the violent people, to present us to be the criminals, to present us to be what we are not, is because they know that they have indicted themselves and they're looking for one way or the other to say that we are on equal yoke. We are not on equal yoke. We are peace-loving people. We are formidable people. We are disciplined above all. There is no way we can be on equal yoke with Nigeria. They are promoting the agenda of neocolonialism to oppress her people, enrich themselves, kill them if they talk, arrest them, incarcerate them, rendition them when they complain, because they don't have to complain. They are black. Black men is not born to, express their feelings. And the way to make them not to express their feelings is whoever that rise up, make sure you shut them down, but not this generation. Something they don't understand is that they are doing their best to do what they are asked to do, but they don't understand what time is it. When you suppress one another rises up. No matter how much you people want to do work against this struggle, you will never win. I have never seen truth rising high above lie. I have never seen truth being defeated. Rather, I have never seen lie, rising high above the truth. Even though it takes time to adjust, we are truthful. We are the truth. We are the light. You people are the darkness. You are waiting for us to come in that you may see. So if we decide not to come in, you will be in the darkness. And that is how it is. And that is the reason why you are trying to overshadow us with your darkness. And it is not going to work anymore. That is how, to your greatest surprise, America sponsored Buhari political campaign. They sponsored it. None of you knows about it. You don't even see the significance or the importance of who sponsors the political campaign of anybody that is called a leader in Nigeria. But let me bring you this video to make you understand that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu knows exactly what he is saying, even while he is there. He said that they will, there are people who will present themselves to do heinous crime in order to blame it on us, in order to blame it on IPOB. Just like what they have been trying to presenting a child in the name of ESN. After that failed, they now start burning elder statesmen's houses. And you will believe, with what these people are bringing up or portraying or presenting, when this type of things happen, we shut up. We don't even sympathize with them. The reason why we don't sympathize with them, they are part of the people who place us where we are today. But that is not our mission. That is not our mission. We have a mission. We have a mission.
And that mission can never be diverted in the name of autopilot. It can never be diverted in the name of Idu. It can never be diverted by the enemy. We must continue in that mission. That command and control is something that makes this our mission more formidable, and we will never deviate from it. So now, let me bring you this video so that you will understand there are people out there. Asare Dokubo, politicians. Asare Dokubo, of course, he is sponsored by politicians. They have their people in the media, which you know as to be, infiltrators, the autopilots today, advocating for war, unprepared war, advocating for war, which they don't have the capacity, to engage right now. So that is now, let us present you this video so that you will hear.
And the Helian Emenos of I won a course. Okay. Oneekundi. Etokundi in equal as you come can age the game boy for the second. Eh? Ebo one kunuji. Eh? Ebo. Yes, laboratory. Go there, Wunuji. Yeah, bro.
Understand whom we are and how we are supposed to live. So Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said, you should be a peace-loving person and you should condemn whatever that happened to John Obiozo's house. Even though he is, he's made a lot of, he's been working according to how we see it. But however, the command is here and we must adhere to that command. Except if you are not part of this struggle, you can go ahead and preaching actually promoting the agenda that was given to you by the agendist, because that's what they do in the name that we are in the same freedom fighting with them. No, we are not. There is something that is different from me and you, and that thing, it is like from here walking down to Nigeria. We are different people. We have different agenda. My agenda is to to get freedom for my generation. My agenda is to make sure that the people who died prior to 1967 till date, that they did not die for nothing. My agenda is that some people, when they are dying, they said, go and get us Biafra. We are not going to disappoint them. We will get them Biafra. That is our agenda. And there is a way to do it in this present situation, in this present time. We are not in the third industrial revolution or second industrial revolution era. We are in the fourth industrial revolution. We are in the 5th generation of telecommunication. So everything, you can be told to move with time, but you don't understand what time is it. You keep moving with the time they tell you to move with, but you don't understand that things need to be done differently while the time is changing. Because telling you that I want to study those who were freedom fighters from that time, our situation and theirs is not the same. Our situation and American situation is not the same. Our situation is that power from the pit of hell is fighting us. Power from high places is against us, looking for a way we are going to make a mistake. Why do you think Obama interfered with Nigeria election? Why? You haven't asked yourself why. Power from high places is what places us where we are today. So if you have ears, you listen to it. Those who does not have ear, they should keep wallowing in their ignorance. And I want to, there is something here, that I want to present to you right now. There is something like I told you, there was something that I started investigating on. And I made a bit of a progress. Let me present to you this, what you will see from the beginning of this video, because I hope we have, given you a full analysis of Amazen Nnamdi Kanu lamentation against the heinous crime people are committing with the name of IPOB, or masking themselves that, that they are IPOB. You have heard that. So anybody who is preaching and telling you nonsense, telling you go after this person, go after that person is the enemy of this struggle. We are under command and control. And that person, the commander, is the only person who knows what next to do. The commander. He is the only man who knows what next to do. They want him to stay there for so long so that they will keep gaining momentum. They will keep gaining momentum. That's exactly what they want. Onyoma Jubi. Akachukwu dia. Amaram, this is Ake Ekwensu that you are presenting here. I have seen your work. Your name is Akachukwu dia, but you are presenting Ake Ekwensu. So, let us continue. We must continue. So now, let me bring to you this, because now I was asking myself, what type of, how is nepotism playing out in Nigeria? Nobody talked about it. Nobody talked about it. But, when I saw this, I've been seeing this and I've been trying to bring one or two together. I don't know if it is me. Have you seen the similarity between the chairperson of EFCC and the Attorney General Malami? Have you seen the similarity between these two? I don't know if you have noticed any similarity. They are right in front of your screen. Have you noticed any similarity? And, this EFCC chairperson, this young guy, was recommended by Attorney General. And I am actually believing that there is a relationship between these two, because if you look at them, they look alike. And now I went further to investigate their biography. I found out that these two people, they are coming out from the same Kebbi state. They are both from Kebbi state. Attorney General Kebbi state, EFCC chairman Kebbi state. And the Attorney General was the person who actually recommended the EFCC chairman. Nepotism playing out in Nigeria, that some of our elite, the ones you call stakeholders, they will come and tell you one Nigeria when they are never been included in anything that they do in Nigeria. They never been included. And after this appointment of in 2021, after the appointment of this Aburadim or whatever, the EFCC chairman, but through the recommendation of Attorney General of Federation of Nigeria, now the man in Aso Rock had a closed door meeting with the two of them. The closed door meeting, the outcome of that closed door meeting is not yet, confirmed. After that, I began, like you will understand that after that closed door meeting, that's when they started plotting. They are politicians. They are all politicians. If you understand it, Attorney General even want to be a president at some point. He want to be a president. These two people, if care is not taken, they are siblings. If care is not taken, they are siblings. That is all I can tell you. And, under their relationship, there is something that they committed There is something that they committed. Let me try to read that before, the voice note which of what they committed, which Attorney General made them to, okay, let me read it. Leaked audio from anti-graft agency EFCC, EFCC operative exposes how Attorney General Malami ordered unfreezing of big cases bank accounts. The EFCC operatives was discussing with one Abdul Bari Yusuf, a younger brother to a retired Rear Admiral and former director of Navy account, Tahir Yusuf, who was facing charges of corruption. A leaked audio of an operative of the Economic and Financial Crime Commission, Mohammed Idris, has revealed how the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami, compromised cases of corruption in the country. Malami had recommended the appointment of the current EFCC Abdurrashid Bawa to President Mohamed Buhari in February 2021. Yes, in February 2021. After that, they had a closed-door meeting. Now, the leaked video, I actually have the leaked video, but it was speaking in our Hausa language. The leaked video was speaking in Hausa language, which, you will not, those who will understand Hausa will understand it. Those who understand Hausa language will understand the leaked video. For you to see the level of corruption, nepotism, when you give them power, they use nepotism. They will bring in the people, their siblings, that will work with them in order to cover up when they want to do crime. They know that they will bring them together, they will come together to do their crime. At the end of the day, no question will be asked to anybody. They will go scot-free, because remember, they employed each other. They implement, they know that they are working together. That is what is going on in Nigeria. And this same country is the same country going about prosecuting innocent people, calling them criminals, arresting people without conducting investigation, unlawfully arresting people, unlawfully detaining people, unlawfully killing people, shooting at sight. But their crime is bigger than every other crime in the world. The criminal who prosecute the innocent, jungle justice, they will do it on the innocent. Let me play that leaked audio. Then those who understand Hausa will hear it.
I'm noticing is poorly prepared. Gaska is not. It's not so appeal. It will not enable the court above to set aside the decision of the lower court. It's not strongly prepared. It's not strongly prepared. Lawyer Gaska he does not know much. Okay. Wallahi, he does not know much.
To yanzu kana da wanda zai iya mana prepare ne in ya so ko mu sallame shi. Ka gane? Ko abin da za ku kara in ya so sai mu ba su as advice wace gashi nan mun yi observation kaza mana so a kara kaza.
Yes. Ina da lawyer because yawan lauyoyin ba ma su yin koyi ba. In kanu a gabi ne, da kanu a gabi ma zai iya ɗaukan matan ma gaba ɗaya yayi abin a court of appeal. Kanu a gabi, SAN.
Ya haka kace.
Amma wannan kanu a gabi is the best criminal lawyer in Nigeria.
Ya haka kace ba da major.
Sai abin da ya sa hannu a cikin EFCC ma they are afraid. Judges are intimidated kowa shi.
To ka san shi amen nan wannan ne ya haɗa mu da shi.
malami shine ba da ma kuma a bar shi
to ka gani in ba ka ba go for him
really Kano Agabi is the best online
yanzu why not ka samu muna mana wanda kake so ya rubuta something abin da kuke so in kuka rubuta
let's appeal
in ya so shi organ sai mu sa shi ya ƙara presenting masu lauyoyin ya ce ga yanda yake so what did it in ya so
zan yi magana da wani lawyer because akwai wani lawyer a nan Lagos akwai lawyer a nan Lagos wani yaro ne that's like 40 or 42 years old he's the only one da yake iya battling na abubuwan EFCC this is what he does kuma most of the lawyers are Abuja senior advocate ma suna consulting shi but he's so a senior advocate just a lawyer kasan yawanci ba su da lokaci ba sa yi da kansu sai su ɗauki yaran su wanda ba ta abun ba suke ba su yin abun su ba su da lokaci sai da musu abun kuɗi yes.
So I'm going to leave it here because, of course, those who understand Hausa can even write it on the comment section to confirm what we are saying. That's how they go about unfreezing big cases account, just like the way Obiano is arrested today. If it is somebody that is from their side, they will just, instead of freezing their account, they will unfreeze their account in order to get their own share of the money that they have looted in the position or they have looted from the state. Somebody said actually that this guy, Abudrasid or Budrashid, is the son of Attorney General Malami. It is possible. It is 100% possible. It cannot be a coincidence. Both of them, they look alike. Both of them, they come from Kebbi State. He is the one who recommended him. It cannot be a coincidence if you say that they are father and son. It could be possible. You can see the similarity. At the end of the day, nepotism is ravaging Nigeria, and there is no way, there is no country that practices nepotism that move forward. No country on earth that practice nepotism that move forward, because they will end up bringing incompetent people, just place them there ceremonially to carry out their crime, to carry out their activities. You will call them, you see that guy that you just arrested, just release him. Or otherwise act like you are arresting him. Those are the type of, the way it is happening in Nigeria. Look at it. They go about because it is another person from their clan, from their side. They unfreeze their account. They are now enjoying what they have stolen from the state, which is, that when they go about telling you that we are arresting this person from the north, we are arresting that person from Kebbi State, we are arresting that person from Sokoto, all of them, it is all about, believe you me, audio arrest or media arrest. They do media arrest on the people who commit crime in the north. But if you find anybody from the east, be it a politician, you see the Obiano, that is the real arrest. But when it is somebody from Ekiti State, somebody from wherever they are, Kebbi State, it will become a media arrest. At the end of the day, they'll go from the back, still give them what they want, take their own share. Cover them up. They cover up their people. Our people is all over the place selling us for pittance. Selling us for pittance. Going out there, kneeling down for Fulani. Are you seeing what is going on? When they come to power, they choose all their people. Nepotism. Choose all their people. Place them there. The people that will do their bidding. The people that will do their dirty. Because they will never choose somebody who is not going to be willing to work. They will choose incompetent people. They will choose selfish people. Just place them there. Tell them, even if you don't know what they are doing, we are going to back you up. All we need you is to be there. Whenever we send you some document, just sign it and send it back to us. That's how it works in Nigeria. That is how it works in Nigeria. Nepotism. Nepotism. That's what is going on, and that is what we have, we have seen, and we tell you that there is no way something good that will come out of this Nigeria that you have seen today. Nothing, except for you, and mostly that something that will be beneficial to you as a young people. You see, you that is growing as a young people, waiting for this ASU strike or to be over so that you go back to school. That school you are waiting patiently to go back to when the striking is over. Almost a year now, strike has been on, or more than a year, if I am not mistaken. I can't just tell because I'm not there. But I know that there is a strike for students. Now, after that, a subject you're supposed to read or course you're supposed to read for 4 years, strike will extend it to 7 years. Strike in between extends it to 7 years. Your age is getting, you are being of age. The time you're supposed to be, be in your office working or being creative or innovative out of what you have acquired from your education. Now you will still be there saying, I have not finished school. Can I get a part-time job? Can I start a menial job? You will be doing menial job. Your life will be wasted. 50 years, you are still doing menial jobs. That's how they projected you to be. Now, because the people who are supposed to be giving you, that is supposed to be giving you service delivery, they are practicing nepotism. And that nepotism will never allow them to deliver any service to you. They will loot all the money. They will steal it for themselves. They will use it and enrich themselves. When their people commit crime, they give them a media arrest. Media arrest. They will just present it. We've just arrested Abubakar, do this and that. Tomorrow they will go behind the closed door, release him, give him all the benefit that he deserves. But when they arrest some people from the south, especially south, old eastern region, they will make sure that they prosecute you. You have a jail time. They will freeze some of your accounts. That's how it works in Nigeria. And you believe there is a future for you there. That is the reason why when we see all these so-called celebrities going to promote politicians that made them, gave them a bad name, you will, want to go south on them. But let us proceed. Let me touch on what Hope Uzodinma said, because from the initially what we said, Hope Uzodinma is actually trying to bring more military to Imo State to kill our people. And that is the reason why you find all these type of people that I showed you previously, that they are coming to commit crime in the name of ESN and IPOB. And that is the reason why, because Hope Uzodinma is a willing tool of Fulani. Let us listen to this, him bragging. Of course, that president sent for me. Him bragging people who went and saw president, and since you went to see president, now we will start now being scared of you. Let us hear what he has to say about him going to see president. He went to see president actually to bring more army of conquest to kill the people of Imo State.
I've heard that the president sent for me, and I've gone to see him, and raised some issues which we have adequately addressed, particularly the resurgence of insecurity in the Southeast. And
the resurgence of insecurity in the Southeast. That's always what they will name it, in order to bring military to come into people's villages, come into communities, start shooting people, start shooting sporadically all over the place. That's what they do. They can never change from it. It is, it is a systematic way of killing you. And they, after killing you, they will give themselves credit. Of course, the president sent for you. The president sent for you, and I have gone to see him, President Boy, errand boy of Fulani. They have sent for you, you have gone to see him. Now you talk about insecurity, resurgency of insecurity. Insecurity that is in Imo State today. You are, there was election carried out in Imo State. You are the third person, third, not even second. Supreme Court now made you the winner of election. The person who come first in the ballot box, they did not give him to, they claim that it is no longer the people's choice. Oh, that's what exactly they proved. It is no longer the people's choice. It is the people in power choice, not individual choice. But they tell you there is democracy. That is the insecurity that is all over the place in Nigeria, for your own information, so that you will know. The reason why we are lamenting this is to make you the member of the public to understand what we are passing through, that we are not coming out to speak or to, bring our lamentation to the public domain just because of doing it sake or just because we like crying. No, we don't love crying. We are presenting it the way it is. Listen, to understand the systematic way of bringing army of conquest to come into the land and start shooting at communities, going rampage on communities. That's how it is. Oh, somebody is actually confirming on the comment section that this guy was the fourth after election. Fourth position after election. Now he turned out to be the first. Miracle that does not happen in other countries. It only happened in Nigeria. Nepotism. That's how it is. Now let's listen. Thank you very much.
And what is required to ensure that is properly controlled. We discussed all that, and he took seriously my recommendations. And indeed, I can tell you, he immediately gave approval to all that, which includes increase in manpower to security agencies, and then other logistic supports ranging from additional arms and ammunition.
Increase in manpower, other additional support, logistics of ammunition, logistics of ammunitions. Ammunition you are using to kill who? Your people. Are you paying attention? Other logistics support, ammunition you are using to kill who? Your animals, right? Oh. Are you listening? Are you listening? They want to bring more ammunition to give those Fulanis who said they want to come out to help to protect, Imo State. Those who are killing innocent people. Those who are making community to run away from their communities. He went to renew, to bring, because he knows that he is not safe. He never won the election. He was imposed on Imo State people. That is the reason why nobody like him, except the people that he buy. He buy them, he used them to present to the world that people like him. He go around killing millions of our people in Imo State. They want to bring more, provide logistics for ammunition, transporting ammunition to Imo State. Ammunition, yeah, is there any war? Is it the Ukraine? People are crying about Ukraine. That is the reason why you will say that the Western world they are never upright in their judgment. They are never upright in their judgment. These people are killing our people killing them every day. There is not, casualties that is reported in Ukraine. Casualties that is reported in Ukraine prior to the time they started this war, less than a month, is not even bigger than the casualties that is reported in Imo State every day. Every day. But the whole world is crying, hey, Ukraine, 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 hands off Ukraine. But none of you have heard our cry because we are black. Because we are black from Africa, the land of monkeys. But today, Ukraine, Ukraine, because they are white. That is the reason why the prophecy said that anybody that is found with these people will be dashed, because God will not show them any mercy. He will not show them any mercy. Our people in North America, start finding your way back to Africa, to fix Africa, to fix Africa. Because in the book of Revelation, he said, come out of her, come out of her. In the book of Isaiah, he said, if you are found amongst them, you will be dashed. They will be slain. The prophecy of Ezekiel is now unfolding. The Magog and the Gog. The wounded lion is risen. Now the dragon, the Magog, they will join suit. When they join suit, or when they follow suit, the most important thing you should understand is that what goes around comes around. You are hearing the cry of the Biafrans all over the world, protesting all over the world. Nobody will come out to condemn the activities of Nigeria government against the people of Biafra. They will do all sorts of their crime on our people, kill our people, do cannibalism with our people, use our people to fight political game. Hope Uzodinma and his fellow political aspirant or governorship aspirant, they will be fighting war, killing our people, fighting political war, using our people as a leverage. When they're done killing our people, they will not bring it back to us. He didn't win an election. He was given power. Why do you think he will have peace? Is it not political battle that is unfolding in Imo State? Now, every time he will go and consult with the president, give me more logistics, give me more ammunition, give me more boots on the ground that will be killing our people, his people. Why don't you resign? If it is in Western world, if you see that the insecurity increased in your regime, you resign. The only thing you have to do, you resign to save lives. But all you people are power mongers, greedy dogs. That's what Bible call all of you, greedy dogs. You went to, of course, you know that president sent for you. You president sent for you. Masquera and Asorok sent for you. You are here, forming.
Also, we are making use of our local vigilante and the involvement of community leaders.
Local vigilante. Another one that they recruited Fulanis. Your local vigilante. That's exactly what you are talking about. Which local vigilante are you talking about? All these, force wings, all of them descending on civilians. What type of a crime are you going to call it? At least we know there is a war in Ukraine. Shoot me, I shoot you. But this time, this one is you saw military going on rampage in communities, armless people, civilians, armless civilians, shooting on communities with machine chain gun. You didn't come to, to talk against it. That is to show you guys the level of injustice being meted on black men in this world. Level of injustice. No one will rise up to condemn it from the top, because you are getting oil. You know, we are paying for the oil that you are stealing in our land, the resources you are stealing in Africa with the blood of African people. That's how it is. How can you come to our support? How can you start protesting on our behalf? Because if you protest on our behalf, we are going to get freedom, and you are not going to be taking our oil for free anymore, because you value the resources that is coming out of our land more than the lives that owns the land. You come and tell us that Russia is evil. You are evil because you caused the war in Russia. You want to use Ukraine to weaken Russia. And Ukraine is now, because of the gullibility of their president, he is allowing you guys to use him, destroying him, his country, his land, rising up against his neighbor, his brother, Russia. You came from where you are. You want to bring your, weapon in Ukraine to target Russia. For what reason? Who wouldn't defend their land if they have the capacity? That is a saying that says that whenever a child rises up to look for their own rights, they become bad guys. They become evil child, rather. That's what happened. If you cannot address the insecurity that you are causing in Africa, there is, the insecurity that is going to rise up from the West. The insecurity that is rising up from the West, it will be unbearable. It will be unbearable, because what goes around will always come around. If you people from the West, ordinary people, non-political class, if you don't stand up to start advocating for freedom of a black man, when it happens, remember, you guys have already premonition that we are going to treat you guys the same way you have treated us. You guys have premonition that we are going to kill you guys the same way you have killed us. But we don't have the history of killing you guys. You guys have the history of killing us, one way or the other, systematically, through policy, through foreign interest. You have killed us. Now, you believe that you will keep killing these people without God stirring up somebody from above to oppress you, to give you the taste of your medicine. What you are seeing in Ukraine is a baby. It is just an infant making the plans of God is just, this is a provocation you are seeing in Ukraine. I can see, when I close my eyes, I see the faith of the Western world right in front of me. I see your faith right in front of me. Pharaoh, let my people go. Pharaoh, let my people go. You will not listen. It is imminent. The rain against the Western world is imminent. The rain against the Western world is imminent. The divide and rule strategy that you people have been using to enslave the whole world, it is coming back to you. If you like, you build the sensor missile terminator, or the sensor, whatever you call it, whichever weapon you build, it will never save you from what is coming. It is imminent. It is inevitable. Listen to the man that is fourth position during election, who become the leader in the community, in Imo State, in the state, which turned everybody against him. Now he is going on rampage on the community, terrorizing the community to please the masters who place him in that position, because there is a leverage for anything that is given to you in Nigeria. The leverage is our ordinary people who does not have arms. They go about killing them, displacing them. This is not Boko Haram from the north. This is Hope Uzodinma from Imo State, killing her people. Now he want to, bring more forces, more guns and bullets, as if we're in Ukraine. Let us continue.
To ensure that through community arrangement, additional security is provided to the people.
He talks about additional security. This is not additional security. This is additional mass destruction. Additional mass destruction, not additional security, because what I tell you that when they present, whatever they present to you in the media is quite opposite from what their activities are. Additional mass destruction on the people of Imo State. I am calling the youth of Imo State to be watchful, to be warned, to be, Easter holiday. Easter is coming, fast approaching. That is the reason why they will first of all release the non-entities, those, criminals, to come and do one or two, terrorize the community, that will give them the audacity to bring army of conquest to terrorize the innocent people, to reduce your population. Your voting numbers is being reduced. You never voted him in, so he doesn't need you. All he needs is to kill you, reduce you in order to control you. Agenda of neocolonialism.
Yeah, you recall. Yeah. Well, you recall that a few days ago, the home of the President General of Haneze, Ndibo, was attacked by bandits.
Was attacked by the same bandit you people are using. The same bandit you people are using, you and Asare Dokubo, and some of the infiltrators on the media, which is making it to sound as if it is connected to us. That's what your system, we understand it perfectly. That is not a coincidence that when they tell you go, you will go against these politicians. You will go against that politician. Then at the end of this going against these politicians, they will, because this shows that these infiltrators in the name of autopilot, they have connection with all these rogues in politics in Nigeria. After they speak it, politicians and Asare Dokubo and others, they will implement it. Now, which will now give them the audacity or the opportunity to bring military army of conquest, so-called repented Boko Haram in our land to destroy and kill and displace our people. Then you will be chanting for them. You are doing great. Autopilot at the side of the truth. A willing tool. A willing tool. That's exactly what they are. If you cannot use your tongue to count your teeth, you better start using it. Why is it that when they speak it on media, somebody there will act it on the ground? Another move will be made by one governor in order to come bring Boko Haram in a military uniform to kill and displace communities. Rape the ones they will rape, which they will not report. What is the difference between that Fulanization, the conquest of Uthman Danfodio? What is the difference between that? You will not understand. We are live, we are direct. We are live and we are direct. It is 25 minutes on top of the hour. We are live on Facebook at Judge Money Blog. We are live on YouTube at Judge Money Blog Africa. We are live on Twitter. We are live on Twitter at Judge Money Blog or at Judge Money C on Twitter. We are live as well. So share this video and make this gospel of freedom for mankind to reach to the right people. And we must continue. Let us continue.
And the same night, the police station in Umuguma, Warri West, was also attacked. And for a very long time, if you remember, we've never had such a situation. And this happened at a time that our people already relaxed and thought that insecurity has become a thing of the past. But to the glory of God, the security agencies rose to it. The second day, they were properly repelled by security agencies, particularly men of the Directorate of State Service. They've been very useful working with other security agencies. And
men of Directorate of Service, and after repelling with their bandits, they will come and give AIT. Go and report it is ESN. Go and report it is ESN. The chief security of the state is now saying this something different from what AIT is reporting. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? When we tell you it is Gota Media, you will not understand. But now listen to confirm how Gota Media AIT is. Listen to confirm that incident that we did the exposition on Sunday. Listen to it.
We didn't also wait. We initiated a community-oriented program where the vigilante approach has been reenacted, and the community leaders have shown sufficient interest. And we'll get there. I know that the banditry and the crisis ravaging the country, I have said times without number, the one in Imo State in particular is politically contrived. And we're working.
The one in Imo State is politically contrived, which means what AIT reported on Saturday or Sunday evening is a false information. It is a false information telling you it is the proscribed Indigenous People of Biafra ESN. That was what AIT. Let me show it to you so that when we come to debunk this Gota Media and what they are presenting, you will understand. There is a Fulefu that is from Autopilot who told me that I am in abroad warning AIT. You know, for you to know what they are doing. And it is this boy, Give Me Star. Let me show you that what we are saying, because I still have that news. I still have that article. I can even post it on my page, but it is from AIT, copyright. Listen to it. Maybe you will be able to read it. You will be able to read it. Look at it. Maybe you will be able to read it. Here, let me read it. Hoodlums suspected to be members of the proscribed Indigenous People of Biafra IPOB Eastern Security Network in the early hours of March 20th, 2020 attacked Omoma police station. Now, this guy is here telling you it is political
security agencies to unravel those behind it. And I'm very confident what we have done so far, but sooner or later, they will be unraveled. Since January 2020, when I came into office, one of the things I initiated was quarterly stakeholders meeting. As a matter of fact, I've had 6 stakeholders engagements. And the purpose of that engagement is to create a platform where leaders will meet, stakeholders will meet, and it will also act as an opinion pool forum to involve our people in governance. And that has yielded a lot of positive results. Arising from that, we have also done one-on-one engagement with some critical stakeholders. For those who are aggrieved, I don't know whether those grievances are against government or against individuals, but those who we think that are part of the political system that are not contributing positively to the current administration, we're also reaching out to them. Of course, I know if anything is anything to go by, some of the reasonable minds have started coming back. If you've been following the politics of Imo State of late, given the revolution we have just deployed to rescue the infrastructure that was almost absent and our achievements so far, it has attracted a lot of support from our people. Leaders from Imo State are together and united in commending our efforts. And if you can go to Imo State.
Leaders are commending your effort. They are together commending your effort. So who are these politicians that you say it is politically contrived? Are they not part of the leaders? Are they not part of the leaders you are talking about? So leaders are together, commending you, giving you your support. Say, then who are those killing our people? Who are those that you claim that insecurity is being contrived by them? Who are those? But you said it, a few seconds ago, you said that it is politically contrived. But now you say that leaders, because the last time I checked, the leaders are politicians. Even the traditional rulers now are politicians. So what are you saying? What is your message? If I may ask, Hope Uzodema, what is your message? Are you confused? Confusion make you kill our people. Are you paying attention?
And be on ground, apart from some dissenting voices that are only on the social media. I think the state is almost recovered and we are doing very, very well. So there's no need at this point in time for people to be aggrieved over what is not in existence. All I urge people to do is to be part of the going concern, contribute to your quota towards the development of the state, and support the government of the day.
How can they contribute their quota, which they never had? Why do you want people to contribute what they never had? They never voted you into power. You voted yourself into power through the Supreme Court. Become the enemy's slave to kill your people, to reduce the number of those who will bring the voting power. That is the strategy. You made yourself a willing tool. Now you are calling for the people who never liked you, who never voted for you, to contribute their quota. Quota from where? Where are they going to get it? Where, when they don't support you, how do you think they will contribute? So what are you expecting them to contribute? Hatred. Hatred, because you have killed them. You have made some mothers childless. You have made some brothers, fatherless, or make. You have killed many. How many are we going to count and how many are we going to leave under your regime?
To deliver democratic dividends to our people. All these grievances here are grievances there. What is the origin of the grievances? Why are people not able to look at the realities on ground?
The origin of the grievances is something that you are running away to say. Because if you say it, you blown your cover. You never won Imo State election. You were imposed. They imposed you, or they used you and imposed on Imo State people. How do you think there will be peace? There can never be peace.
And know that at this point in time, globally speaking, that we must not be left behind as a country. We must not also be left behind as a state. We need to unite ourselves. We need to be realistic with our.
Unite yourself with whom? Unite yourself with believers. Unite yourself with bigots. How are you going to unite yourself with believers? A believer is a person who always believes in their opinion. They will never ever, buy your own. How are you going to unite yourselves? Which brings prejudice, insecurity, envy, and jealousy. How are you going to unite yourself? Different set of bigotries. Different set of bigotries in one place. Call them one people. Now every day, unite. What type of unification are you talking about? Have you ever seen a goat uniting with a chicken? Or have you ever seen a dog uniting with a goat? Or a dog uniting with a cat? It takes same species to unite. Same species, it takes them to unite. You cannot force to unite a goat and a lion, or you cannot unite buffalo and a tiger. How do you want them to blend? It is not possible. So you are calling for a suicidal mission. Because you people know exactly what is the problem. You don't want to face reality. Because the problem that is killing innocent people is, putting food on your table. Is putting money for you to go and loot and bank it outside the country. The structures of neocolonialism. Once it favors you, don't worry about others. They will be fine. After all, they are black people. They don't die easily. They are die hard.
Ourselves. We need to be proactive in making sure that our tomorrow will be better. And I don't know how a government with the paraphernalia of office available to it, ranging from the army, the police, the air force, the navy, the DSS, the civil defense, will now go for non-state actors to be used for governance. So you should be, as a civilized people, you also represent the elites. So you should be able to advise such minds to reason well and think well, because the only person that officially has power for coercion is government. If anything is to go by, we are a God-fearing government. That is why we have not used force as the only way of controlling the violence in Imo State.
Look who is talking. Look who is talking, speaking from the both side of your mouth. You are God-fearing. God has suffered a lot. Everybody call God. You haven't used violence to, bring solution to insecurity. What about, all these places every day? To the extent that the youth, people started warning, if you're up to 15 years, you better run away from that community. You have not used violence. It is still the military. So it is not violent. What you have exercised or presented in Imo State is not violent. You want it to be, because you don't have drones or you don't have missiles. That is the reason why you say you have not used violence. Because of course, I know if you have drones and missiles, you will throw it into the community, and you will not see it as a violence. When you are lying, look at you. If you are intelligent, when you look at him, you will know that he is a joke. He is lying.
I just told you that we initiated the involvement of community vigilante, where community leaders will get involved. As a governor and one man, I sit there in Owerri, looking at things and doing my work. But at the remote villages where most of these things happen, every community has been modeled in a manner that if they are together, they will defend their land. This land doesn't belong to one person.
If they are together, how will they be together when your people are implementing divide and rule strategy? When you go to a community, you divide it because these politicians, they will divide this one, the other one will have the support of this one. How do you think that it will work? Now you are dependent on community to safeguard themselves, but you bring military to rampage, to open fire on the same community. Why are you then bringing military if you know that community will defend themselves? It means that you are killing them for no reason. If you are united, how are they going to be united? But you are the one who is bringing this unity amongst them. Because your oppositions, they will have one party. You will buy one party. Your people will now be clashing. Tomorrow you will say if they will unite.
So community by community, leadership by leadership.
All right, great Biafrans. This is where we are going to leave this program. The full video of this program is still on the page. You can actually look for it. It is titled The Life of African, or okay, let me see the title. It says The General Talk on Black Lives in Africa. The general talk on Black Lives in Africa. So we're going to leave it here, and we are going to be coming live. And when we confirm the time, we will announce it. But for now, stay safe, stay informed until we meet again. Shalom.